parallels maybe to, well, the story of Jesus, 2,000 years?
Yeah, he's born 6 months before Christ, and he's responsible for everything that Jesus does, basically. He's manipulating him completely, and he's also responsible for his crucifixion. And they are responsible for Christianity, you know, and Islam and everything.
What do you, if you tell the story, I mean, is it for you, of course you put your own thoughts into it?
Sure.
What is fantasy for you and what is not fantasy for you?
Well, I mean, the whole thing is fantasy. I mean, the whole thing is science fiction, but what's cool about it is that it is a premise that can be used for there's a never-ending storytelling that can go on in this universe, in the Something Wicked universe. You can manipulate anything that has ever happened in human history and the Something Wicked universe works with it. So it's very cool that way.
Okay, well then let me say, in your theory, how do you explain then the Battle of Gettysburg?
Right.
How do you explain it then now? In this theory?
Well, I haven't actually put that into,
Okay.
but it would have to be in the big picture of that is how the United States of America stays a unified country, and for some reason that benefits the sessions at that particular time. You see, if the United States would have crumbled and fallen apart into 30 different countries, then that would be bad for the sessions in game. So everything that they do is all about the idea of bringing about the destruction of man. And the only way that the way that this ends, the way the Crucible ends, is it doesn't really end, but it brings us up to modern day. And the idea is the only way that mankind will ever truly evolve is if we start learning how to be honest. Because and that's the one thing that I could say that if there's any of my own beliefs mixed into this whole science fiction thing, it's that although mankind has evolved in a lot of ways, we've gone from living in caves to manned flights in space to the internet to all of these great things that we've invented, but the nature of a human being has not changed whatsoever. It's the exact same. We're doing the same shit we were doing 20,000 years ago, and that's the whole, or in this set story, 12,000 years ago. I mean, that's the whole premise, is that the nature of mankind is fucked. And unless we ever really evolve and we really learn how to be honest instead of being so petty, and this idea that, everybody must think exactly the way we do or it's wrong, that's the problem with mankind. And if that would ever change, we would actually have a chance. And that's the only way we would ever be able to beat the sessions.
Will it ever change, do you think?
No, I doubt it. I think it would take something like an alien invasion to make humanity change.
And then maybe now with Obama or McCain?
Yeah, well, they're promising change, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going there.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, man.